Welcome to Wisdom Nugget today. Shola Babur is my name, and I'd like you to come with me as we share an important subject from one of my books titled Forward March. And we shall be looking at an important subject today, which I have titled Your Time or Your Life. Your Time or Your Life. And we shall take our reading from the scripture as usual. And we shall look at Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 precisely. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." I read that again. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. These are some of the words of the man that has reputation for wisdom, the man called Solomon. And when you look at the words spoken by him, it says, for everything that happens under the surface of the heaven, there is a time. Everyone has a season. Everyone has a time to carry out whatever assignment that he has to do here on the surface of the earth. Everything is controlled by time. God created time to regulate all affairs of men in the natural realm. There is no man who has unlimited time on the surface of the earth. Whatever assignment that you have been given is moderated by time. That's why the concept of lifetime came into being. So your life is equal to your time, and your time also is equal to your life. That's where the idea came from. That's where the coinage of that word came from, lifetime. Every man's life is measured by his age. That is the length of time he or she is spending on the surface of the earth. So everyone has limited time. Some will stay for 40 years, some will stay for 50 years, others will stay for 70 years or 80 years or more. But whoever comes onto the surface of this earth has a time frame within which we'll have to enjoy what this life has to offer. Business also are measured in terms of life and in terms of time cycle. There's a life cycle for every business. Countries also measure their progress over a period of time. Everything is measured by time. Companies will say our financial year starts from so period to another period, and that way they are able to check what has happened over a period of time. That's the same way it is with countries. You will have a time when there will be time of drought, time of plenty. There will be a time when certain governments will be in position, and when their time is over, another government comes to take over. Time and life in totality is measured by time. So whether a man will be successful or fail in life will depend on how well he spends his time. Whether a man will be classified as a success or a failure, it will be measured over a period of time, because your time is your life. A wasted time becomes a wasted life. When a man wastes his entire time, what he has done indirectly or directly is that he has wasted his life. However, for a life to be described as a life well spent, that means time that was made available to that life has been judiciously spent. Our journey in life will be measured by time. Our achievements in life will be measured by time. There are a few important things that we must know about time. Very important keys for us as people who live in the modern world of today. Few important points that we need to know. The first one of them is that for you to live a successful life, you must seek God early in your life. You must seek God early. You must understand that you don't have all the time in the world. Those who die at 25, 30, 40, nobody ever bargains to go early in life. Everybody feels that we have come here, we're going to have a good time for a long time to come. That's why one of the most important things that you must do is that you must seek God early in your life, because your life is not totally within your control. It's not totally within your control. We saw a certain man whose name was called Joseph in the Bible. He began to receive dreams and vision from God at a tender age And by the age of 30, he had become the prime minister of Egypt. By the age of 30, he had accomplished what a 70-year-old man may not be able to accomplish. And Samuel began also to hear from God at such a tender age. Samuel was a little boy who was staying with Prophet Eli. And as a little boy, he began to hear also from God at such a tender age. And before you know it, he became the kingmaker of Israel. And he became the mouthpiece of God and one of the greatest prophets ever seen in Israel. When you discover your walk with God as early as possible, you're able to do so much more than those who discover God later in life. So the first thing that must be important to every individual is to discover God, is to seek Him early when you can find Him. And that way, you're able to figure out your life for the rest of the time you may be spending on the surface of the earth. The second very important thing that you must pay attention to while managing your lifetime is to seek to find purpose early and pursue it. Every man here on the surface of the earth has a purpose for which God has sent us here. One of the most dangerous things that can happen to any man is to go through life without discovering the purpose of God for his or her life. That can be equal to a wasted life by the time you discover. That's why you must strive to discover what is God's purpose for your life and pursue that purpose. Purpose gives order and direction to life. Somebody said, when the purpose of a thing is unknown, abuse is inevitable. When you don't know why you are here, it is very likely you will misspend your time, you will waste your life away. So when you discover purpose early in life, what happens? You're able to pursue it vigorously when you have the energy to do so. Because when you discover it early, even men and women who can't discover theirs early enough will have to serve you. When men discover their purpose early in life, they're able to take the lead. They're able to pursue their dream with all their strength and all their might. And those who cannot figure theirs out will have to slave under those who can find their purpose in life. They will be ahead while others will be following them. They will lead the multitude while the multitude will follow them. Their progress is faster, more accelerated than those who can't discover purpose early in life. That's why it is ideal, it is advisable that as a young person, you must seek to find what is your purpose for your life. That way you're able to cover ground as early as possible. The third important thing that you must know about time is that time is not there forever. Within the shortness of time you are going to be spending, you must see far ahead of yourself. You must see far into the future. What does the future hold? What does the future have to offer? Those who see the future ahead are able to prepare for it. They're able to bring it to pass. They're able to bring it to life. While those who can't figure out the future follow those who can see it. To see the future is to have foresight. And the extent of foresight you have will determine how much of it you can prepare for and how much of it you can make happen. Some will suddenly arrive at some juncture in the future of their lives and they realize that the whole past that they have spent has been a wasted journey. And of course, you know that you can't start it all over again. Sometimes people will say, I want to start all over again. You can only start again from the point at which you are when you discover that you have been wasting the whole of your lifetime. That's why a certain Chinese proverb says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. And the second best time to plant it is now. Are you also checking your life right now and seeing whether you have been spending your time well, whether you have been serving God with the whole of your heart and your might, and whether you have discovered your purpose in life? And if you have discovered that purpose, have you started pursuing it vigorously with the whole of your heart and the whole of your might? I pray for you today that your life will not be wasted, that your journey in life will be ordered by God, and all the mistakes of your past, you will have the ability to correct them even from this moment, and that you will not live a wasted life. I do hope that you have gained something from the course of our discussion today. I wish you all the best and see you again next time. Bye for now.